Hi everybody, Alan Adler here from Digital Bridge Partners, here for the very first time to introduce the GoToEcosystem weekly video series. And for those of you that follow me, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is alignment. And when we speak about alignment, we're talking about how to move partners from being an island, sitting all them by themselves, to being a fully embedded part of the organization. And how do we make that happen? So today we made things really easy for you by giving you what we call our 3x5 alignment matrix. What is this thing? Basically what we've got here is we've got a matrix that lets us look at each of the 5 parts of the business. The C-suite, which looks at overall company level objectives, the product, marketing, sales, and customer success and services organization, and then to look at 3 time frames: a crawl time frame, which is the next 6 months, a walk time frame, which looks at the 6 to 12 months that's after that, and then a run time frame that looks at 2 years plus. And for each of these stages, and in the intersection between the different functional group and the time frame, we want to answer some questions. What are these questions? Let's take product as an example. So we want to answer the question, what are the overall objectives we're trying to accomplish in the ecosystem? How do those objectives align to the objectives of the product organization? What are the KPIs of the product organization, and how do those KPIs relate to partnering to create some real true shared KPIs? What are some of the initiatives we want to try to drive, and how are that going to relate to solving for some of these shared KPIs? Once we've done that for one time frame, then our next goal is to relate to the changes and shifts in priorities that are going to help us manifest this next stage. So we do this exercise for each group and over each of these time frames, and thereby creating an overall plan. And what this lets us do is it lets us guide the organization about exactly how the alignment's going to work, so that from the top of the organization all the way down to the line workers, everybody knows what the partner organization is doing, how it helps each individual organization, and the kinds of changes we're trying to drive. So use the 3x5 partner alignment matrix to help guide you, and go crush it with your GoToEcosystem strategy. We'll see you next time.